you, baby. Edible arrangement, cash, go and treat yourself to dinner. Girl, you know you got me anxious. In my imagination, I want that infinity, yeah. The one that was made for me, oh yeah, yeah. Just want somebody who gon' stay in my life. It may not be perfect, but I'm always gonna love you, love you, love you, love you. Ever, 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 infinity, yeah. We gon' be in love. Girl, you know what's up, you know what's up. Mama even said that I'm a good man. Remember at first she was so hesitant. So I gotta show how much I love you, babe. I refuse to put someone above you, babe. U.S. Post, edible arrangement, cash, go and treat yourself to dinner. You know
What's up?
my imagination, yeah.
What's up? What's up? Some of y'all are probably freaking out right now because, yes, you guys, I did the big chop today. My hair today. So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sit Down. What's up? What's up? Thank y'all for joining. Today we have a very special guest. Yeah, you guys, I cut my hair. All right, you guys, we have a very special guest today. Super dope artist. And we're going to be bringing him on. I believe he's on already. All right, yeah, he is. All right, before we start, everybody, thank you so much for coming on to Sit Down today, the show. The Sit Down here at Snub Magazine. This your boy, Ramsey, that's right. Super excited to have our special guest, Ignatious, is on today. Let me go ahead and bring him on. Let's see. What's up, man?
Yo, what's good?
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for coming on today.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. I hear you jamming that new song.
Definitely. It's a jam right there, man.
I appreciate it.
So first off, thank you for coming today on and Sit Down with us here at Snub Magazine. Definitely appreciative towards that. And secondly, I mean, I'm sure you've seen a couple of them. You know, I don't usually introduce you guys. I let you introduce yourself. You're the person that knows yourself the best. So why don't you go ahead and tell the people who don't know already who you are.
All right. Well, plain and simple, my name is Ignatious Carmouche. I'm a singer, songwriter, musician, and artist. And yeah, I'm 27 years old, getting up there. You know,
Wait a minute now.
starting to reach for the.
Don't be talking like that now, please.
I'm just saying, time be escaping nowadays.
I feel you, definitely. So, I tell my guests all the time, this is a general conversation. This is not an interview. It's just two people having a genuine conversation. Okay, so that's all it's gonna be.
Yeah,
So let's
that's
start
cool.
off.
Let's talk. I like to talk. I'm from Louisiana. We talk.
Definitely. So let's start off. So how did you start off in this music world? Like, what made you say, you know what? First of all, I have a voice.
Yeah.
Where did it all start for you?
Man, well, I was born in Houston, and I definitely had a musical family. Not my immediate family, but I had a lot of I got a lot of deep roots in music. But my mom put us all in choir as soon as we turned 4 years old. So just like everybody else, I grew up singing in the church. I started, went from children's choir to that choir. We started doing talent shows and competitions and started traveling. And eventually I moved to Louisiana and I went to this art school. So I was already playing in the band. That's when I started, learning instruments, piano, saxophone, did marching band, classical band, and things like that. And that's when I started getting on stages, doing like musical theater. So it just kind of grew me as I got older. So I learned how to present myself on a stage. I learned how to project. I learned how to do all of these things over the span of me being in grade school. So
Mm.
that's really how it started. And then, I just started writing and started becoming more interested in it as a career. So, and that just brought me here to where I am now.
Definitely, and it looks like it's a growing on to you as a passion, because it transpires into your songwriting as well.
Yeah.
Who's definitely some people that inspired you while growing up in the music? Basically, like you've been surrounded by music. So, who are people that you would listen to or just look at and be like, you know what, this is the route that I want to try to go.
Yeah. I I always grew up listening to songs like or artists like Luther,
Mhm.
Donnie McClurkin, Yolanda Adams. Some of my favorite artists are John Legend. I really love, since I grew up playing instruments, I've always loved the piano. So that's what makes me really like artists like Alicia Keys and John Legend for that classical style. It also for the songwriting style. But yeah, I grew up listening to R&B and gospel music mostly. So
Definitely. So a lot of people saw you later on, in on The Voice on season 13. So
right.
how was that experience for you? We have different The Voice people come on here, and everybody had a different
hmm
experience. But what was that experience like for you?
It was an overall good experience. I think I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about the industry.
Right.
Definitely, it was my first time on a TV show, and a lot of it is not what they portray it to be or what people perceive it to be. Let me say
Right.
that on the outside looking, because everybody wants to be on the show, everybody wants to do this, but once you actually live that experience, it's different. It was definitely humbling. It taught me a lot about the industry and really secured um, what I wanted to do. Because I feel like it was training grounds. A lot of people I've heard say that it's like it's teaching you how the music industry is.
Right.
So it shows you how the performances go, how you do the preparation goes, the stage rehearsals, the vocal sessions, the hair, wardrobe, and things like that. So it was a great experience to know that um, the gift and the dreams that I had, I was capable of being on a stage like that, and I was capable of actually fulfilling that.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing because a lot of people see stuff on TV and automatically assume, oh, it's just him getting on stage,
Yeah,
and that's
nah,
all that happens. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of preparation that happens even from the time. But while you guys are back there getting ready, there's stuff going on that you guys don't know yet till you hit the stage, or how many times
yeah.
you got to practice walking out. That's not right. Go back. Like it's like
Oh man,
I've seen it. I've been
we've
behind the
had to do that
scenes,
so many times. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you get
My
annoyed
band
by
teacher always told me,
that.
he's like, my band teacher, he always told me, he said, it's your job to make it look easy. He's
Hmm.
like, man, people, you'll perform or you do something, and people are like, oh man, uh, how did you do that? It looks so easy.
Right.
It's like, man, you don't know the time and the work and the effort that actually had to go into it. So it's my job to make it look easy after you put in the hard work. And you got to be there because it was another great thing being surrounded by so many people that are a part of that world. I'm
Hmm.
from a small town, so everybody is really grounded in culture and things. But
Definitely.
for me to be where everyone is a singer, everyone has sang with this person or behind this person or been there, but it was great. I've definitely taken some great relationships from that experience as well. So I mean, it was all great, man. I wouldn't change anything about it.
Definitely. So let's talk about your new single, Forever Love. We were just
hmm
listening to it. Tell
Yes,
us tell
sir.
us about that song. What was what was the thought process in there?
So that song I co-wrote with one of my friends, Rosie Bonds. She's a dope songwriter, singer-songwriter. And really, with a lot of things in songwriting, it's often not structured. It
Mm,
can start off as one thing and become something else. And that's really what this song was. Um, and in the end, what I really wanted to make clear was that it's a song about security. You know, everybody wants forever love. Everybody wants a
right.
long-term relationship to find that one. And you know, oftentimes we lose ourselves on the way, and
Mm,
there's effort that goes into it. You know, especially as an artist. You know, people as a creative, sometimes you got to get up and go. You got to go, and you're away from times. You're working on certain and speaking on it is because sometimes we don't speak what we want. Sometimes you know
right.
closed mouths don't get fed. You have
Right.
to say it. So even though you can't just expect somebody to know it, so it was just a song of security, letting somebody know that hey, this is what I want. I want it forever. You know, all of that.
I feel I feel you. So, with this song, music videos, we gonna see some stuff coming. Gonna keep it quiet. Okay.
Nah, yeah, no.
Because you know
No,
that
yeah,
usually happens though. You know, everybody's like, "All right, I like this jam, so where we gonna get the?" I don't know why.
no. We
So
definitely.
see, I'm a person too. I love
You're a
music.
visual type of guy.
Definitely. But I like to see where the artist is coming from because sometimes people would think a song is about something. And then when you see the visual, it is nothing what you thought
Completely
it was. You know
different.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I used to laugh when people used to listen to like Maxwell, Pretty Wings, and they thought it's
Mhm.
like the most
Mhm.
beautiful song. And I'd be like, are y'all listening to the words that this is like? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
Like people don't
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time get certain things. So yeah. So we're gonna
Yeah, a visual can
envision.
definitely like it can make you interpret a song completely different because you can, like you said, you hear it, you think one thing, and then you see this, and it's like you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's just one thing that's so great about art. It can be interpreted in
Right.
different ways. So, but there definitely will be a visual coming. I have to like I was in the studio recording the song, and I'm like, oh no, I got to shoot a video for this song. I love the song. I think the video is going to be dope. I'm definitely excited about it. So be on the lookout because it's on the way.
Definitely. So, what do you say to those individuals that, being in the entertainment world, we have a lot of people that look up to us, that will send us messages like, oh, how do I get to where you are? Or how do I get to do the things
Yeah.
you do? What are some words that you can tell them, that'll either encourage them or some advice you can give them that they may not know?
Um, I would tell them to believe in themselves, to just continue working. I think a lot of times we get confused as to what success is, and
Mm,
we think that success looks like one way.
right.
But you know, we get frustrated with ourselves because we're not where we want to be tomorrow, you know, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's a daily process that you have to continue at. So if you want to be there, put in the work. If you want to be there, let nothing stop you from getting there. Any type of progression is success. And I don't think that you should belittle that just because you're not where you are quick. Like quick can be 5 years, 10 years. You know, some people don't make $1 million in a lifetime, but
Right.
if you can make that in 15 years, that's considered quick.
Right.
So if you can get your Grammys, if you can get your Oscar in 15 years, hey, you made it.
Right.
You are, but it took climbing that ladder to get there. Because if you try to jump all the way to the top, you're gonna fall.
Definitely. And I think
So take it step by step.
some people don't understand that sometimes being an overnight success is not it's not sometimes
Sometimes
a good
that
thing.
don't last.
Yeah.
Sometimes that don't last.
They'll sit there
Yeah,
and
you
see
can be
somebody and they be like,
shit.
oh, it happened overnight, da da da. And you're like,
Yeah.
Okay. Like, and then you'll see the next video or you see the next song come on and you're like, wait a minute. What is this?
Mm-mm.
This is what
Yeah,
is this?
you gotta just prepare. You gotta do it every day.
Yeah.
That's it. You just gotta do it every day. I had to realize, sometimes I was songwriting. I was doing some writing. I was like, man, I don't know. This might not be my sound. This might not be what people want to hear. But it doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter. A song is a song. It could be something else. But me sitting here second guessing what I'm creating is just going to stun the gift that I'm developing.
Definitely.
You gonna write 30 songs that you hate that don't sound like this. That might somebody else might love, but you have to keep yourself in the habit of doing what it is that you want to do for the rest of your life.
What
So
keeps you, because we had a crazy year last year with
yeah,
COVID that's happening. What keeps you focused and keeps you sane when you're doing, it's a lot of work that we have in the entertainment world. There's a lot of things that happen. What keeps you in that moment? Like, you know what, my focus is here, and you shut out everything, but you know what the mission is.
I try to simplify it. Honestly, I think sometimes if you get too wrapped up in like the business of it all, or in just in that, it can really kill your want to create. I think that's why it's so important to have teams.
Hmm.
Once you are able to have teams, because then you're able to take your hand off of certain things. So, sometimes it's not always going to be easy. Sometimes you're going to have a breakdown, but you have to take every part of your life and just use that. Because one thing about art is not always pretty.
Right.
Art is painful. Art is, triumph, but it's also failure. So, people don't want to hear about, hey, we made it, we made it, we made it all the time.
Right.
Sometimes they want to hear about your fall. So everything that you experience has value to it. So you just have to keep that in mind. One thing that I aim to do all the time is to inspire, because I know that I'm from a small town, and oftentimes when you're from a small town, sometimes people have small town mentality,
Right.
and it's contagious. So you think that you can only have what you see.
Right.
So I try to motivate myself to know that I have to win not only for myself, but for everybody that is watching me, because I do get those messages that people tell me that I inspire them, and I'm inspiring to be an inspiration, because I know that I have people watching me that they need to know that they have the permission to do the same thing. So I can't fail. I have to keep going, because somebody needs to hear these stories, no matter how ugly they are.
Definitely. I mean, that's a good point that you made that,
Yeah,
when you come from like a small area, some people don't. Like I come from a small area too. Some people
yeah.
always look at you and
Born there,
yeah,
died
they
there.
stay there. They're
Yeah,
stuck in this little capsule that it's like, I can't get out. How did you make it out? And it's like,
yeah,
I literally stepped out, but I then went further than that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
But it's not just
but
a
it's just a
physical
head,
thing;
it's a
it's a mental
mindset.
thing.
Yeah, it's a mindset.
Yeah,
It's definitely a
yeah.
mindset. And the other thing too is when you're surrounded by that all your life, that's
Hmm.
all you see. Like it's a
Yeah,
regular vision. You see people that grow up there, like you said, they grow up there, they die there, and then when they see someone make it out, they be like, "Oh, you made it out." And it's like, like I sometimes go back and sometimes want to talk to certain people, but then you have those ones too that some people don't understand that literally stand there and be like, I mean, he just got lucky. And it's like, no,
yeah,
there's work that I put in. This person can put in that
yeah,
work. You know what I'm saying? You try to, but the good thing too is, like you said, you have a team behind you, a team that
yeah,
supports you. That support system is a very strong factor in that part.
yeah. It's definitely a mental thing, because you can be in the hood and feel like you in the richest luxury apartment ever.
Right.
You know, it all depends on how you treat it, how you dress it up. You gotta make it work wow, But if you stand there and you don't paint the walls, you just keep it all jacked up, then that's how your mind is gonna be all the time. So it's definitely a mental thing, more than physical. I don't want to get that wrong idea on people. So,
Right. Right.
but
What's
yeah.
what's one person? Because you're a songwriter, not just a singer. We keep hearing that. Is there somebody that you're like, you know what? I want to write a song for, and I just want to hear them do one of my songs that I wrote.
Honestly, I would say Adele.
Really? Okay.
I feel like I could write the best Adele song ever. Honestly. Oh yes, it will make you cry. It will make you want to cuss somebody. Like, why? Who did this
Just
to you, Adele? Who did this to you? I think I could do. I think I could do that. I think I could do that perfectly. Yeah.
okay. There's any
I had never thought about that.
what about features like with you?
Um, I would love to do a feature with. Let's see. There's PJ Morton.
I
I
can
would
see that,
love
yeah.
to do a feature with. I would love to do a feature with Anaya. I would love to do a feature with uh, so many people. Lucky Day.
Definitely,
I
yes.
would love to do a feature with. I'm trying not to be so like,
You keeping it in
you know.
Louisiana a little bit right now.
You see me
Yeah.
trying to. You
Nah,
see me trying
I
to
mean,
keep it out of.
I have people from there. We from that area, so that's why I'm like, you keeping it in that area. So where you go?
What?
You might as well just go
What?
ahead and start a tour with this.
Listen, whatever. No, I love Snow Allegra.
Hmm.
Is one of my favorites right now. Yeah, I don't know. It's just India Ari has always been one of my favorites. John Legend, of course. I'm not trying to be, stereotypical, but those, yeah, those would be mine.
That's some dope people to have. That'd be dope. Like I
Yeah.
said, it would be a dope.
Who are your favorite artists?
I love Snow. I do love Snow. I
Okay.
actually listen to Lucky Day a lot. Um,
Okay.
and who else? Um, you said a couple of them. I do listen to PJ a lot. I think it is kind of like
Mm.
a whole. Maybe it's that area. We keep it
So
in there.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like now that you think about it, I'm like, I do. My friends will tell you, I listen to Lucky Day.
That's it.
Like actually, one of my friends is on right now. They will tell you, like he will play Lucky Day
Yeah.
anything. I watch the videos, do it all. But I also like some of like I like some of
I like
Mary.
Division, some of
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Mm-hmm. I
I, you know,
I just like honestly the music for me has to tell a story. And it
yeah.
depends and music also depends on my mood. And I think that's for a lot of people
Mm.
when you hear certain things. Because there may be moments where I'll take it back. Like I like listening to old school artists
Yeah.
that'll, just put me in a creative space. Even when I'm sometimes on set, I don't want to listen to some of the new stuff right now. Like the older stuff puts me in like a I don't know. It's just like some creative vibes that start happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely
Right.
NDRE. If I'm in like a
Oh,
relax mode, NDRE will take me all
she
the way
does it
there.
for me.
Yeah, she'll
Yeah.
she'll calm me down. She'll get
Yep.
me going. If I'm trying to, yeah, I guess
She's
trying to
so
be in love.
earthy.
Yeah, yeah. You want to go
Yeah.
outside and just pour water on plants and just
Just start watering other
right,
people's
just
plants.
here
It's
you
like,
go. But yeah, those are my people. Um,
yeah.
so we usually do a thing here. Of course, I'm sure you've seen it on Snub, where we ask three questions, and that'll be the last three questions on here. Um, what are three words that you'll say that best describes you?
Um, let's see. Stubborn.
Mm.
Uh, let's see. Creative and persistent.
Okay. Why would you say stubborn?
Because I don't like to do what I don't want to do. I'm, I just, I just have to. I don't know. I'm weird. Like I am so weird. I can't even make up my own mind because I just look. Don't even ask questions you don't want the answers to. I'm just stubborn. Like I'm just really stubborn. Like I don't want to do it. And if you call like if you call me and tell me to come here, I'm going to wait an extra 5 minutes because I don't want to come when I'm called. Like
Right.
it's certain, I don't know, it's certain
No, I
qualities.
get
I
I
just,
get that point.
it's certain things.
Especially,
It's not just that.
I agree though.
It's a lot.
I can see I mean not with you, but I think stubborn is sometimes a key factor with my I can say for myself too, because if you're telling me to make a movement, it's like I move when I want to move. You're not yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
So
so
it's like I'm even stubborn with myself though. It's crazy. I don't know.
I feel you.
What's up, Miggy?
Okay. If you could be anybody past or present, who would you want to be and why?
If I could be anybody
Anybody
past or
past or present.
present, man, I feel like I would want to be in the mind of somebody completely opposite of me.
Mm.
Like you ever be reading about somebody and you're like, what the hell were they thinking or what was going
Right.
on in their mind?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy.
I don't know why this one particular question
Why?
always throw people off. Like everybody that's came on here, it's not no like it's always like okay, wait, because
I
I
don't know. I I don't. Oh, whoa. Can I phone a friend? I'm
so
just
you can
like
phone the friend.
trying to
Who
figure.
y'all think he should be, and why?
I don't know. That's crazy. Oh man, who would I be and why?
Well, we'll let you think on it.
How? Yeah, please,
We'll let
skip this. Pass.
and then our final question to you, and I've asked this before. You know, coming from the gospel world, um, how is it? Do you ever have a moment where you feel like it's challenging, like it, singing gospel
Ah,
and then doing the whole secular thing? Do you ever have those moments? Because I know for me growing up in church, some people were looking at me like, "Oh, you're going to entertainment. What are you about to do with it?" You know what I'm saying? Like, where are you going with it? What are you? Why are you doing
yeah.
this? Why aren't you featuring pastors and evangelists? And, praise God, Amen, Hallelujah. But listen, let's just be real,
Bless him.
right? We
Look, I love the Lord. He heard my cry and
come
picked up
on,
every call. No, it is definitely a challenge.
right?
And I am not as deep in the gospel music industry.
Right.
Like, I think that's the worst thing. The industry makes it so bad, and it's not just on the gospel side; it's on any side. Like the business side of it will definitely tarnish um, reputation or the
Definitely.
want to do it. So I love gospel music. I love God. I love singing for God. Will that keep me from recording a gospel song or something? No, but I don't want to be a gospel artist uh, because
I
just
got you.
yeah.
I got
So,
you.
but it definitely is a challenge. Like it's a challenge, but you definitely have to maintain integrity.
Right.
I think overall is the most important thing, and just allow people to see you in that light.
The Lord,
When
the
you
Lord
stand back,
understands our hearts. Exactly. He definitely does, bro. He
he
definitely
does.
does.
He knows.
He knows
He
exactly our
knows.
hearts.
He knows heart. He knows intentions
Right.
too.
Exactly. Exactly.
He know before you know. So
Definitely. Well, any final words you want to give the people? Any words of encouragement, and let them know where they can find you as well.
yes. Final words of encouragement. I want to say, don't let anybody stand in your way of what you want, even yourself. Get over yourself. Get over yourself getting in the way of yourself. My name is Ignatious Carmouche. You can find me here, Instagram, anywhere at Ignatious Carmouche. Download my new single, Forever Love Infinity. It is everywhere on all streaming platforms.
Well,
And that's
Ignatius,
it.
thank you again for joining us. We'll see you soon here at Snub. We'll
Oh,
see you
yeah,
very soon.
definitely.
So have a great evening and keep doing your thing, man. We'll be on the lookout and we'll be waiting for them videos, man. Waiting for them
Oh,
videos.
yeah, I got you.
All right, bro.
All
You have
right,
a
bro.
good one. All right. And everybody go download. All
All
right. All right,
Yes,
peace and
sir.
blessing.